What are your goals for the next contract negotiation? Would you ever consider hiring a professional negotiator?
Uh, my goals for the next contract negotiation, I mean, obviously, is to continue getting economic increases that are outpace inflation and the cost of living pressures. But really, I mean, my main goal is to continue what we started doing last negotiations. I want to continue getting more of the membership involved, especially in the early stages of the process, when we're planning and developing proposals. I want to get more people involved in being part of the actual negotiations. Sitting at the table, learning the mechanics of the process. Um, I want to develop those that are willing to step up so that, in the future, the locals got leadership that has a deep understanding of the process of negotiating. Um, that way it's just setting us up for success as a local. Um, as far as hiring a professional negotiator, I think that's an interesting question because I know I've heard that many times over my 19 years in the IBEW, and it's I think it's interesting because I've asked that exact same question when I was an apprentice. Um, but a lot of folks, they don't realize that the locals always had, and we still have, a team of professional negotiators on retainer. We have a team of labor attorneys that we use constantly. I mean, for negotiations, but also a lot of other stuff. Being that the business manager's tasked with being a permanent member of the negotiations team by the Constitution of the IBEW. Um, it's important for an effective business manager to develop these skills. Negotiations don't only occur when you're sitting at the table every couple of years. It's something that carries over into all of your dealings with employers, and the journey of developing those relationships that you build with them. So I mean, it's important for the local leadership to develop those skills. I mean, um, people need that knowledge. We need to be mentoring that so it can be, shared and fostered in the next leaders that are coming up behind us. So that's kind of my take on that question.
The first thing that I would like to do is establish a standing negotiating committee. I would like for this committee to go out to their respective job sites and converse with their respective brothers and sisters on the job, and see what their concerns, what their ideas might be, and what they would like in the contract, and what they would to not have in the contract. I would also like to have a professional come in to train and teach the committee on how to be better negotiators. I think that this would only strengthen our position at the negotiating table, and at the same time, I think that it would be a good idea to gather information on what a livable wage is in Nashville for our membership, and at the end, what the profit margins are or were for the contractor as in comparison to the cost of living. I think having this information going into day one of negotiations will allow us to see if the contractors are negotiating in good faith, and if they're not, take it to CIR.
All right. So the next contract negotiation, definitely, I think that we can look into hiring professionals to help us on this negotiation. I also want to involve all the local, like other locals have done in the past. I think that's important. Negotiating team, the bargaining team, and all of that. But I want to explore all of the options, is what I'd like to say on that.